All right, welcome in everybody. Live coverage on the Dirt Racing Network of the Wicked Cushion 410 Series with the Dirty Old Bastards. Right here from Volusia Speedway Park. We've got about 50 cars checked in for this one. These guys got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds of practice left. They are going to run into the qualifying session as soon as all that time runs out. Once they do that, you guys know what we do, but we appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget the likes, the shares. Making a great impact on what we're doing here. We crossed almost into the 4,400 followers barrier. We're getting really, really close. That's all because of you guys. Don't forget, multi-streaming, a lot of different places tonight. Twitch, YouTube, a couple of channels here on Facebook. This is race number 2 of Triple Header Thursdays. Once these guys finish this session up, they will light it up again. We'll turn the lights on over the speedway, rework the track, and let them tear it up one more time. Hello, Robert. I see you. Hello, Jeremy. You got to fill out an app. You either have to go over to the DOB page and get a hold of Chris Roberts, or you got to go to dirtslingersracing.com and fill out the application form there to run in either one of the series that you've seen tonight. Just about a minute left in the practice session. $53 cars now checked in for this one. Guys, if you're hosting a watch party, let us know. Love to see that stuff. I know the Tim Sims guys have been hosting them left and right. Lots going on here. I know they sent me the points a little while ago, but I was rushing to get here from the other series, and I did not get a chance to look. We'll look as the night goes on. I'll let you know what the points in this series look like. All right, practice session winding down. Everybody knows what time it is then. We're going to have our national anthem by Mr. Johnny Reed Foley.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, fantastic rendition of our national anthem. You can see the top 10 right there through qualifying. Chase Cabre, Dylan Hauser, Kevin Click, James Edens, and Ricky Sanders, your top 5 right now. These guys still out here wrapping up some qualifying. You hear several cars out on the track. But as of right now, your top 5 still the same as the session's going to end. Heat race number 1 going to grid out on to the front stretch for us. On the pole is going to be Jeremy Zarfos in the 51, and we're going to have to refresh Trading Paints here. I know that already. Yeah, we're going to do that real quick while they're on there. Trading Paints does not like to catch up recently. After all of the updates, it is not cooperating a whole lot, especially with me, and I don't understand why. But, guys, we're just going to have to suffer through this tonight, it looks like, at least until I can figure out how to get it fixed. Zarfos, Garriott, the front row, Eiler, Cabrace, row 2, Swindell, and Chris Roberts in row number 3. Troy Wagaman inside row 4, Josh Close on his outside. David Flick inside row 5, and Tyler Henselman to the outside of him, and Joe Quinn on the back right now. So 11 cars. I'm going to do something here just real quick, guys. See if this helps. A quick reset of Trading Paints real quick so we can try to get all these cards out here. Nope, no help. I love this thing. So awesome. Every time we get a new update, it takes 6 weeks for me to get everything fixed. All right, maybe they'll start showing up. They're starting to populate in my field now. So Zarfos and Garriott going to bring us to the green flag right here off of turn number 4. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. There we go. Now we're starting to get them. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. 410 Outlaw Series presented by Wicked Cushion underway. Zarfos quickly to the lead. Braden Eitler, the high side hustler, right there in the second spot. And Thomas Garriott falls into third. Caution on the lap number 1. Looking like Josh Close's car backwards over here in turns number 3. We'll take a look and see. He started in about row 4 or 5 here. At least row 4 on the outside, going down into turn 3. Just gets a little help getting into the fence. Not sure who that was, but he was on the outside, and the Rainbow Warrior car there kind of moved up just a touch. The two hooked together, and he ends up getting stuck in the outside fence. So a lap 1 incident will put him definitely somewhere into the C or the D main. And we'll see that 69 machine come back quickly. Zarfos, Eiler, Garriott, Cabré, Roberts, Swindell, Wagaman, Henselman, Quinn, and Flick, your top 10. Top 4 transfer straight to our A main. Everybody else gets to play in the soup. How is everybody tonight? Did you guys all tune in for the first one and jumped over here to visit with me in the second one? Oh my goodness, there are so many in this chat. I've got all the stream chats up on the screen over here, guys. I got to turn just a touch to look at it, but man, it is already filled up. You guys are super active tonight. Outstanding. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, guys. The middle event of our triple header Thursday. Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series from Volusia. This one's in the daytime. They will rework the track. They'll flip the lights on, and they'll do it again here as soon as this one finishes up. Had about 53 cars checked in for this one, I think, at last count. Doyle Lawrence, you should be resting, sir.
Green flag.
Pace truck is in. Green flag back over the speedway. Zarfos with another great drive down into 1 and 2. He leads Eiler. Chase Cabré right in the 3rd spot. The Swindell Speed Labs driver trying to hang on. Make sure that he keeps himself in a transfer spot. Thomas Garriott, the final of the 4 transfer cars, and he's got the catfish. Chris Roberts right up behind him. Coming to 4 to go this time. Still the same 4 cars at the front. Zarfos, Eiler, Cabré, Garriott, now Chris Roberts. Only about 4 car lengths, 3 car lengths back, and they come off turn number 4. He's in the 5th spot. Would like to get a direct transfer. Doesn't want to have to work through any of the minor mains. And right there, the 039 machine, Kevin Swindell. I'm pretty sure that is the man right there. Swindell with the new sim racing team out here showing off with the boys a little bit. Sitting back here in the 6th spot. Chase Cabré now battling for the lead, and he's got it on the outside at the line. He and Zarfos make mild contact on the final lap. White flag is in the air. Chase Cabré has taken over the lead. Jeremy Zarfos fall into 3rd, so Cabré, Eiler, Zarfos, and Garriott going to transfer through. Robert, Swindell, Wagaman, Quinn, Flick, Henselman, and Close going to go into the soup. Heat race number 1 in the books. Heat race number 2, gridding out on the front stretch. And the aforementioned Kinzer Sim Racing team. That's the Mazia Valley Transport number 008 of Cole Newharpen on the pole. On his outside, the Swindell Speed Laps, the number 40 of Cole Cabré. Row 2 on the inside, the Wicked Energy team setting number 84 of Billy Rowley. And on his outside, it'll be Dylan Hauser in the 329. That is a SimWorks performance car. Team TTL. The inside of row number 3 sees the 31 Wicked Relief Gum with CDB machine of Tyson Landis. And on his outside, the Rogue Energy number 001 of Anthony Job. Row 4 on the inside, the Rat Bag number 002 of Matt Williams. And on his outside, the 74 machine, that's Larry Moody. Row 5 on the inside, the Team VLR Bill Hero Gang number 23 of Stephen Calavoda. And to his outside, the 666 of Brogan Pickett Norris. And on the back row by himself in the big game tree stands number 328, Jordan Gleckler. 11 more cars, 10 more laps, top 4. Straight through to the feature. Everybody else get in the soup line. Heat 2 scheduled for 5. Several of these guys making their way over from the 360 race at Dirt Slingers a little while ago. Making the jump over here, crawling in the big car. Get out here and tear it up with the dirty old bastards. Gonna go green the next time off turn number 4.
Green, green, green.
That it might be the weirdest place I've ever seen the green flag come out here. Oh, maybe it wasn't.
Right,
maybe I was behind.
Caution is out.
Somehow my stuff got paused. That was interesting. I don't know how that happens. So I was just a little bit behind, but the caution came out. Not for Gleckler. Looks for Steven Calavoda. Oh yeah, Calavoda's car was flipping up on to the banking in turn 1. Wonder how that got stopped. I had to have touched something. Watching the yellow car on the inside right there. Steven Calavoda. Oh, kind of swung it out a little wide. He and Larry Moody getting together, and Calavoda's car up and on to that berm. And so that's going to put him in the infield. Looks like Moody's car is going to be in there as well. Looking at our top 10 quickly. No, that's not going to be right. It's going to be Newhoffen, Cole Cabre, Hauser, Rowley, Landis, the top 5, Joe Williams, Gleckler, Pickett Norris, and Moody. And Moody's car off the track right now, so only 9 cars left in this one. These guys rolling around way on the high side here. Just see if there's anything up there, I'm sure. Going green. 6 laps to go when they take it right here. Heat race number 2. Newhoffen on the point. Cabre, Hauser, and Rowley the top 4 right now when they go back to green.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump for Newhoffen. Hauser trying to go to the high side. Didn't quite get there on Cabre. Now he's going to the inside trying to get there. Drives it in, feeds him some right rear. Cole Cabre's car was sideways. I don't know if he got that thing gathered up or not. Looks like he's back underway, but he got a bunch of right rear from Hauser. Going through turns 3 and 4 on the last lap. 4 laps to go this time by Newhoffen, Hauser, Rowley, and Landis, your top 4. Anthony Job, the 001 car, that purple and black machine right there, trying to catch up, working the high side, trying to get around Tyson Landis. Wants to make one of the transfer spots. Doesn't want to have to deal with the guys in the B main. He'd rather be able to relax for a little while and go straight on through. They are coming to 2 to go. Newhoffen, 3/4 of a second in front of Hauser. Billy Rowley about 3/10 off of that. Tyson Landis another half second behind them, but right behind him, Anthony Job. Then you get the white flag this time off turn number 4. Landis went to the bottom. Brings it out wide. Hanging on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Cole Newhoffen under the white flag down the back stretch, already into turn number 3. He's going to win heat race number 2. Dylan Hauser second. Billy Rowley in 3rd. And Tyson Landis hanging on to that 4th and final transfer spot. Joe Williams, Cabre, Pickett, Norris, Gleckler, Moody, and Calavoda all going into the soup. He race 3 grid now on the front stretch. On the poles, Swindell Speed Lab number 75 of Adam Elby, and 2 is outside. The Nuobi, number 12 of Alex Bergeron. Row 2 on the inside. Case Kane Sim Racing, Napa Auto Parts, number 49 of the Hulk, David Heilemann, and to his outside, the Wicked Relief Gum with CDB, number 25 of Kevin Click. Row 3 on the inside, Countryside Stove and Hearth, number 5 of Kyle Stotes. And on his outside, the Twisted Motorsports, number 133 of Jason Burton. Row 4 inside, the Dirty Old Bastard, Dirt Track and Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 77, Aaron Schaefer. And to his outside, the Crescent Donuts, number 82 of Dustin Griffiths. Row 5, the inside, the Rockstar Productions, number 022 of Mason Hannigan. And on his outside, the Tractor Supply, number 14 of Dennis Cumley. And on the back row by himself in the 311 will be Alex Smolders. No paint on that car. Every night I see him, it's different. Don't know why.
You miss me up here?
What up, buddy?
How's it going?
Get that all worked out?
Sure.
We're going to go with yes.
I'm sure you two will converse tomorrow, so.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, I get the viewpoint from both sides of it, so.
All good. I'm not looking for vindication. I was just, call was made. That's the call. All right, LB Bergeron on the front row. Heilemann Click in row number 2. Going green this time. Heat race number 3. 10 laps, top 4. Transferring straight to the A main. Everybody else get your spoon. Going to have to dig yourself out of the soup. Pace truck headed in. Green flag in the air. Good start by both guys on the front row, but LB's going to get the better of it down in turns 1 and 2. Adam Elby leading lap 1. Alex Bergeron in second. David Heilemann up to third. The battle is 4-4 right now, and Click just gets moved out of the way and into the outside fence. That is going to bring the caution out. You see that car tumbling up onto the berm outside of turns 1 and 2. Back down in here. Take a good look at this one. The 01 car, Kyle Stoltz right there, just sliding in, moving right on up. A little heavy with the right rear, and Click's car in a bad position. So that'll move Click and Burton both out of the race. Don't know what happened to Jason, but his car already on pit road. Let them get through the start finish line here. We'll find out where everybody's going to grid out at. Inside of our top 10. You got a pretty tight graphics card. I run a 1080, so I don't know. Maybe it's what you're seeing through the Facebook stream. Might not be perfectly clear, but it's a pretty good picture on my screen. All right, top 10 as they run. LB, Bergeron, Heilemann, Schaefer, Stoltz, Hannigan, Smolders, Griffiths, and Cumley. I believe Mr. Smoltz's car scored there the last lap, but he is in the back. We see him tagging the back of the field right here. So that top 10 going to change probably this time by. Yeah, that's a lot more accurate there. All right, at the halfway point, they will get the green flag, so 5 laps to go. You seeing the stream, Jeff?
Negative, I'm not looking for it.
Green flag, green flag.
LB on the throttle, a little bit wiggly, but Bergeron didn't get quite the start he wanted, and the Hulk goes right for him. Put David Heilemann into second position after the exit number 2. Bergeron back to third. Schaefer in the 4th and final transfer spot. Mason Hannigan right behind him, trying to take that away. Keep our eye on the final transfer spot with 4 laps to go. Schaefer running just a little down off the top. Everybody else was just a little other slide job. I crossed in front of him, Smolders. Tried to take the spot, but fighting back. Bottom to the top this time. Schaefer gets it back in turn number 2. Smolders slide job through 3 and 4. He's going to take the spot this time at the line. Now he's got it locked in. Schaefer a little bit loose, and that allows Hannigan to get a run at him, try to take the 5th spot away. So Elby, Heileman, Bergeron, and Smolders, they're going to get the white flag off turn number 4, this time by Heileman right there on Elby. He goes for the slide job in turns 1 and 2. Moves it up there. Elby moves it up, clips the fence. Now he's going to fight to protect the 2nd position right here. Heileman off of turn number 4, gives it back. Move Elby to the win. Heileman 2nd, Bergeron 3rd, and Smolders into 4th. Hennigan, Griffith, Stoltz, Schaefer, Cumley, Click, and Burton all in the soup line now. 3 down, 2 to go. Just waiting for the session to roll over here. On the pole, the Supermoon number 080 of Vinny Sansone into his outside. The Mode Media House, the number 9 car of Justin Thomas. Row 2 on the inside is going to be Nick Cooper in the 35, and on his outside, Swindale Speed Labs, number 211 of James Eden. Row 3 on the inside, the Wicked Cushion team setting number 222 of Weston Newell, and to his outside, another Swindale Speed Labs car. That's the 11 of Rusty Kruger. Row 4 on the inside, the Dirt Racing Network, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 91 of Ernie Williams, and to his outside, his teammate, the All-Star Performance, number 42, Sean Wallenfels. Row 5 on the inside, Track of Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 20 of Jonathan Lowe, and on his outside, the Casey's General Store, number 047 of Jason Randolph. And on the back row by himself, the Cognitive Warriors, Next Gen Fab, number 59 machine of Mark Pinsky. And that is your 11 cars. They're going to do 10 more laps. Top 4 going straight to the A main. Everybody else consolation time. Well, what'd you think of the first race tonight there, Jeffrey?
It was pretty good. Just a little few more cautions than I expected, but otherwise it was pretty solid racing with the, what was it, I think 14 or 13 lap green flag stint.
Yeah, they had a pretty good run right there in the middle, and a lot of slide jobs changing the front of the field up pretty much every corner. It was a pretty good race. Hopefully we'll see something like that here in this feature. All right, Sansone, Thomas, row 1, Cooper, and Edens, row 2. Going green this time off turn number 4. Guys, don't forget likes and shares. Appreciate everybody. I'm seeing a lot of chatter, man. Everybody from everywhere. I can't tell where it's all coming from, but
Green, green, green.
that is awesome. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 4 underway. Sansone with a good jump straight to the front. Keeping around the 9 car right there. That's Justin Thomas in that Mode Media House machine. Working to the top side. Sansone on the bottom. Big run off the top side. Justin Thomas. He's looking to take the lead around the top side, right in the cushion, but the slider line holding him off. Now he gets the inside in turn number 3. Short slider. Brings it right into the cushion, and he takes over the lead. Move the 9 car to the point. Vinny Sansone, position number 2. James Eden's up to position 3 in the 11 car. Rusty Kruger working on his outside. He sits in the final transfer spot. Nick Cooper right behind him. 35 machine, that black and red car you see there on what is the left-hand side of the screen, now the middle. Moving it back to the right. He is running the 5th spot. He'd like to get around that 11 car. Nothing doing at the moment. You saw Sansone's car get just a little out of shape off turn 2, and that allowed James Edens to close up. Now Edens working the slide line through 1 and 2, brings it up in front of Sansone. Not able to hang on to it, just not enough grip on the exit right there. And Vinny takes it back around him. Halfway home in this one, still Justin Thomas out in front. Vinny Sansone second, James Edens and Rusty Kruger rounding out your transfer spots. Nick Cooper in 5th. Ernie Williams up to the 6th spot. Weston Newell in 7th. Sean Wallenfels 8th. John Lowe in 9th. Mark Pinsky in 10th. And Jason Randolph back here rounding out the field. Still a battle at the front. Edens and Sansone really going at each other. Slide job after slide job. They're going to have 3 to go off turn 4. Now Edens has the advantage. Sansone in 4th, and he's going to have Kruger battling with him for that spot. would like to put him on the bubble, and the two guys behind him would really like to see that too. These two get to battling for the last 2 laps. They may have a shot to come and seal a transfer spot. Ernie Williams working the high side, riding the rim. That blue machine catching up to everybody. Under 2 laps to go. Still Thomas, Eden, Sansone, and Kruger. Kruger, the black 11 car in the middle of the screen right there, holding on to the final straight transfer spot to the A main, and they're under the white flag with 1 to go. Ernie Williams trying to make up time, see if he can throw the slide job down in 3 and 4. Kruger going to cover that line. Off of turn 4, Justin Thomas wins it. James Edens, Vinny Sansone, and Rusty Kruger transferring to the A. Williams, Cooper, Newell, Wallenfels, Lopinski, and Randolph. Consolation time for you boys. We'll see you shortly. Four down, 1 more to go. 11 more cars, so 55 cars ended up being in the server for this tonight. Final heat race of session number 1, gridding out on the front stretch. On the pole, the Team Seti Rockstar Productions Wicked Cushion, number 92 of Mike Keegan, and on his outside, the 00 of Kendall Tucker. On the inside of a row number 2, the Dirt Armada Next Gen Fab, a number 22 of Sir Fencelot himself. That's Jason Nygaard. And on his outside, Ricky Sanders in the TTL number 046. Row 3 on the inside, the Cadillac number 110 of Kevin Hanley. And on his outside, Team Seti Wicked Cushion number 127 of Stephen Hill. Row 4, the 127. Well, that's the 47, I guess, of Stephen Hill. The 127 of Blake Machulis inside of row 4 with Davey Nall supposed to be on his outside. I don't see either car in row 4. But row 5, Scott Masick, the 000 machine right there, that black and gold car. And on his outside, John Bragman, the 017. In the back row, all by himself, Curb Records Factory K number 007 of Kyle Sargent. So 9 of the 11 cars making the call. Machulis and Nall not making it out. Top 4 still transferring through. Everybody else going to the soup after 10 laps. Got you hooked, Bart. Are you not racing with us yet? And you need to get everything set up and come racing. If you're new to iRacing, you've never had a subscription before, reach out to us through a private message on the Dirt Racing Network page here. And we'll get you hooked up with a free 3-month subscription. But that's only for new members. If you've already been a member, you can't use it to renew. You can't use it to extend. You have to be a new member. It'll give you all the basic content. Anything beyond that, you'd have to purchase. But once you're in, you're in. It's hard to get out. I've been swearing to do it for a long time, and every day I just get a little bit further and further down in. All right, these guys letting the pace truck get out in front of them so they can get a good, clean start at this one. Keegan and Tucker on the front row.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Both drivers off the front row. Another great start for the front row. Keegan jumping out to the lead. But Tucker cuts underneath him off of turn number 2 and takes it away before they get to 3 and 4. So put Tucker in front of Keegan. Ricky Sanders into the 3rd spot. I see Stephen Hill on the top side. Jason Nygaard on the bottom. Jason Nygaard's car out of shape, so he drops back. 5th place car way back. Oh, Ricky Sanders clipped the inside wall. Got himself out of shape, and Stephen Hill was right on top of him. Still moving around the high side, but that bottom just too much grip. That's going to allow Sanders to stay put where he's at. Keep it Tucker, Keegan, Sanders, then Stephen Hill. Now Hill with the slide job into 1 and 2. Good drive off the corner, secures the spot at least temporarily, but you know Sanders is going to come right back with it. Off the bottom side at the line, Stephen Hill by half a car. Working lap 5 of 10. Stephen Hill into the 3rd spot. Put Ricky Sanders on the bubble right now. Caution.
Caution is out.
My first thought is always go to the 22 car. But in this case, it's going to be the 110. Anytime I see Sir Fence-A-Lot on the track and we catch a caution, oh, wow, he just got squeezed right into the fence by Kyle Sargent right there. Some of these guys must have looked a little hungry when they came to the track tonight, because there have been several right rears fed to drivers throughout the course of this one. Good thing we don't have pit fights. Actually, it might be pretty entertaining, don't you think, Jeff? Kind of like you used to have in, what is it, NHL hockey on Xbox? Throw the
Pit
gloves off
fights
and just...
in NHL hockey? What?
If we had pit fights like they had in NHL hockey on Xbox, it'd be pretty cool, right?
Oh, for sure.
We could get the camera down there, call the fight just like we call the race. That'd be awesome. We need to get on them. They need to get that in here.
That'd be pretty solid.
Brandon, that's a good question. If you loaded yourself into the server, I don't understand how you don't get out here, but hey, they made a choice. All right now, Tucker, Keegan, Hill, Sanders, Nygaard, Masick, Machulas. Yeah, that ain't right. I got to get that fixed. We got to get with Jason. So it's Tucker, Keegan, Hill, Sanders, Nygaard, Masick, Bragman, Sargent, and Hanley. Your top 9 cars. Those other 2 guys didn't make the call. How we end up with a driver in here, Jeff? Did I do that?
It wasn't me.
Okay, buddy. All right, green flag in the air. 2 laps to go. 2-lap shootout with the final heat race in session number 1. Tucker with a good jump. Keegan now getting some pressure. Stephen Hill trying to put it on him right here. They're going to see the white flag off turn number 4. You see Jason Nygaard to the bottom. Right up against the inside wall. Clips the tire barrier at the pit road entrance right there, and that's going to hold him back just a little bit. But on the high side, Keegan takes the 3rd spot back. Coming to the checkered flag this time. Kendall Tucker going to win heat race 5, and then it's going to be Keegan, Hill, and Sanders, your top 4. Nygaard, Masick, Sargent, Bragman, and Hanley going to the alphabet soup. We're going to have a D main here in just a moment. You'll see some of the guys you just saw in that race in this one. Scheduled for 14, we may not see quite that many. Won't know till they're all gridded out, but we'll get ready to run down the lineup for you. 328 of Jordan Gleckler on the pole on his outside. Dennis Cumley in the 14. Well, row 2 on the inside. Mark Pinsky in the 59. Kevin Hanley, the 110 on his outside. Row 3 will be the 21 of Tyler Henselman with Larry Moody in the 74 on his outside. And in row number 4, Kevin Click inside the 25. John Lowe on the outside the 20. Row 5, the inside, supposed to be the 127 car. Did not make his heat race. Doesn't look like he's going to make the call for this one either. Josh Close will start on the outside of that row. Outside of row 6, since Stephen Calavoda not making the call for this one, will be Jason Burton and Jason Randolph in the 047. He will move all the way up beside Josh Close. That will put Jason Burton on the back row by himself. So you're going to have 11 of the 14 cars, top 4 transfer. Everybody else done for this session. 10 laps. Pretty sure that's what it is. Maybe somebody screwed the porta-john door shut, Brandon. That might be, because we've done that before. That might be what happened. You still working on that app, Jeff?
Say again?
You still working on that application?
No, I'm doing it great.
Oh, cool. Cool beans.
I figured after that first race I need more seat time.
Yeah, I just it was too tight on the bottom for me. I couldn't do much with it. Didn't feel right. All right, lights off on the pace truck. We're going green for 10 laps. Top 4 transfer. Everybody else finished in session number 1. Guys, don't forget session 2 right after this. It'll be about a 10-minute break. And we'll get right back at it again for session 2. Gleckler and Cumley on the front row.
Green, green, green.
Quick start for Mr. Gleckler. Dennis not ready for that, and he has fallen quickly back through the field, but right now, Penske around the inside is taking the lead away from Jordan Gleckler. Tyler Henselman into third. Kevin Click right there behind him in the fourth spot, and Kevin Hanley, the 110 machine, sitting in the fifth spot right outside a transfer, but we know Kevin Hanley can go and work the top side. Seen that car do it a few times. If Tyler keeps getting loose like that, he is going to be in jeopardy of being out. Now Click around Gleckler for the third spot. Tyler Henselman made a little bit of contact with him, and he's falling out of fourth. Move Hanley into the final transfer spot. So it's Penske, Click, Gleckler, and Stanley, your top four. Hanley. Wow, I can't even read. Getting dumber by the minute. Tyler Henselman in fifth. John Lowe in the sixth spot. I had to look and see who was in chat, so I knew how much grief I was going to catch for that last statement, guys. Still Penske, half a second out in front of Kevin Click. Gleckler and Hanley just trading spots back and forth here. Now Hanley into the third. Gleckler on the bubble. And Tyler Henselman is caught back up to these guys. They got 5 laps to go. Plenty of time in this one. And those two cars making contact again. But this time Henselman gets the better of it. But he's got his teammate John Lowe right there. And Lowe gets around the high side. Put Jonathan Lowe into the fourth and final transfer spot. The 20 car around his teammate in the 21. Still Penske out in front. Kevin Click. Kevin Hanley. That battle getting ready to start heating up with 3 laps to go. Hanley working the high side. He's got the run off turn number 2. Give him a 1-car advantage entering turn number 3. We'll see what he does off turn number 4. Click sliding up into the middle of the track. Can't make it stick. Now it's Penske, Hanley, Click, and Lowe, your top 4. Caution out. That's going to end this one. Tyler Henselman's car dead. Turn number 1. Go back and see what happened to Tyler. He was trying to race his teammate a little bit there, I think. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he'd fallen back. Oh, Josh Close's car gets pretty loose. And that is going to knock the front end loose, and he goes straight into the fence. Hard tumble right there. So our transfer cars, Penske, Hanley, Click, and Lowe, going to move themselves into the back of the C main. Everybody else finished for session number 1. We've eliminated 10 cars at this point. Still have 45 of them in here. Got 20 locked into the A main. We're going to add 4 from the B main, make it a 24-car feature field.
Three, 5.
C main on the grid, on the pole. Cole Cabre, the 40 machine. On his outside, the 5 of Kyle Stoltz. Row 2 on the inside, the 222 Weston Newell, and his outside, the 07 of Kyle Sargent. Joe Quinn, the 901 on the inside of row 3, with the Brogan Pickett Norris, the 666 on his outside. Aaron Schaefer, the 77 inside row 4. Sean Walfels, the 42 on the outside. Row 5, the inside, 017 of John Bragman. On the outside, the 055 of David Flick. They call him the Flying Fossil. Row 6, the 59 machine, Mark Penske inside the 110. Kevin Hanley to the outside. And in the last row, Kevin Click, the 25 on the inside, and John Lowe, the 20 machine on the outside. That's your 14 cars. They're going to get 12 laps. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else moving out. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
I see Nathan McClellan in the chat. The website for what, Bart? I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing that. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Don't forget, this is session 2 of Triple Header Thursday. We're going to rack these guys up. Do it again in the 410s right here under the lights as soon as we finish this one up. C main is about to go green. 12 laps. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else done for the
Green,
night.
green, green.
Green flag in the air. Cole Cabre straight to the lead. And a gaggle of cars behind him, but Weston Newell comes out with second. Puts Stoltz into the third spot, and Joe Quinn up to the final transfer spot right now. These guys getting just a little out of shape off turn number 4. We've seen several cars doing that. We'll see how long it takes for them to rein those big monsters back in. Still Cabre out in front, Newell in second. The battle is for third and fourth right here. Joe Quinn, Kyle Stoltz battling inside and out. Quinn on the inside. The purple and white machine has the spot off turn number 4. But right alongside Stoltz. And he got out of shape, got up on the berm. Gathers it back in and a good run off the top. Just not enough speed on the exit right there. Can't get around Quinn. Aaron Schaefer a good distance back right here in the 77 car. So these top 4 cars stretching it out on the field. All they got to do is keep it green and not wreck themselves. And they
All right,
will
man,
transfer. And there's a caution.
Is out.
Oh, Bragman's car. He tried to get it off the track. Penske brought it in, and Bragman went up and over the fence, and there were still cars coming. So Cabre, Newell, Stoltz, Quinn, Schaefer, Penske, Sargent, Pickett Norris, and Bragman still on. Oh, John Bragman's car not on track. So 8 cars left of the 14-car starting field. Top 4 moving on. Everybody else moving out. Four laps to go when they get the green. Don't give the student a hard time, guys. Higher education is an important thing. Just as a Jeff.
What?
Never mind. Lights off on the pace track in turns 3 and 4. Going green this time by
Green flag,
4
green flag.
laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Cabre with a great start. Stretched it out 5-6 car lengths over Weston Newell. Newell almost under fire by Stoltz, but Stoltz couldn't find the fast line to get off the exit of turn 2 right there. Joe Quinn in behind that. Aaron Schaefer now working around the high side. Is he going to have Quinn? Didn't keep the car straight underneath him on the entry to one. That allows Penske to get the slider line in. Lowe tried to go even, or I'm sorry, Schaefer tried to go even higher. Those two making contact, but everybody keeping them straight. It just allows Joe Quinn to have a little bit of breathing room. With 2 laps to go, the top 4 cars, Cabre, Newell, Stoltz, and Quinn, they just need to keep 4 tires on the ground. Make it to the finish line because they've got a big gap between themselves and 5th place. Aaron Schaefer, 0.8 of a second at the line when the white flag came out. Cabre into turns 3 and 4 already. He's going to see the checkered flag. He's going to win the C main. He's going to bring Weston Newell, Kyle Stoltz, and Joe Quinn into the back of the B main with him. Everybody else finished for session number 1. They'll have to re-rack them and get them in session number 2, see if they can improve on that finishing position. Final elimination race of the session right here. On the pole.
What did you say about higher education?
It's important. I told him to ask you. Chris
Yep.
Roberts on the pole, the 93 car, the 001 of Anthony Job on his outside. Row 2 on the inside, Mason Hannigan, the 022, and Ernie Williams, the 91 on the outside. Inside row 3, the 22 Jason Nygaard. On the outside, supposed to be the 039 of Kevin Swindell. Row 4 inside, the 002 Matt Williams. And on his outside, the 82 machine, Dustin Griffiths. Row 5, Nick Cooper, the 35 on the inside. The 000 Scott Masick on the outside. In row 6, the 119 Troy Wagaman inside. And Cole Cabre, the 40 machine on the outside. Weston Newell, triple deuces on the inside of row 7. With Kyle Stoltz, the 01 on his outside. And the 901 car, Joe Quinn, on the inside of row 8, all by his lonesome. Sure, they'll let him pick whichever side he wants. 15 cars were only taken for. They'll get 14 laps to get it all settled. Once they do that, we'll have our 24-car field for the A main. 35 laps on the board for that. All right, we're going green this time. Off of turn 4, they're letting the pace truck get a good gap so he can be in the pits before the green flag falls. Roberts
green,
on
green.
the gas, green flag in the air. Anthony Job to the high side was hanging on to the second spot. We'll see where he's at when they get to turn 3. Mason Hannigan working down the inside, trying to get that away, but Chris Roberts still at the front. Job was second. Hannigan was third, and Williams was fourth when they crossed the line, but Ernie Williams in on the bottom, up through the middle, and out on the top. Goes from fourth to second for just a moment. He's going to have the high side on Hannigan, takes it right on up. Doesn't get intimidated by him moving up a little bit wider, and he goes right around the outside into position number 2. So make it Roberts, Williams, Hannigan, and now Nygaard battling for the fourth and final transfer spot with Anthony Job. Sir Fence-A-Lot finds the outside fence with a piece of the tail tank, but he keeps it underneath him, at least for now. That car is wildly out of shape right there. Kevin Swindell up the inside. Not able to make it stick. He's already missing a bunch of parts off the front of that car, and I don't know if it's a visual glitch or if he really hit something. Because now it looks like the front wing on that car back on. That battle's starting to heat up. Cole Cabre to the outside. Quinn around the inside. Got Swindell. Swindell's falling back. But Ernie Williams is gone and taking the lead on the high side away from Chris Roberts. Move Williams to the point. Roberts is second. Hannigan is third. And Job, your final transfer spot. Right behind them, Jason Nygaard hanging on in that 5th spot. And really hanging on for that ride down the front stretch. Now takes it up, puts it in the fence.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is
Collects
out.
Cole Cabre in the meantime. Sir Fence-A-Lot living up to his namesake. Just got out of shape, got up on the cushion, and that's a pretty rough ride. Wasn't able to grab it back, and Cabre had so much momentum he couldn't get slowed down. So let the field get lined up here, and then we'll give you what our top 10 is. 4 or 5 laps to go left in this one. When we go back to the green. Williams, Roberts, Hannigan, Job, Quinn, Wagaman, Swindell, Williams. That's Matt Williams. Stoltz, Cooper. All the cars on track. That's your top 10. Cabrera, Nygaard, Griffiths, Newell, and Masick all finished for the at least session 1, not for the evening necessarily. Go green off of turn number 4. 4 laps to go. Pace truck is
Green
in.
flag, green flag.
Ernie Williams on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Couple cars from deep in the pack making good runs on the restart. Timed it up pretty good. Right now, watching Joe Quinn, the white car on the inside right there. He's the final transfer spot at the moment. Now move Anthony Job, the purple car on the top, the 001 into that spot around the high side. Chris Roberts with a big slip. Off turn 2, lets Hannigan close in. Almost 0.8 of a second. Ernie Williams out in front. He sees 2 laps to go. Roberts still second. Hannigan, Job, your final transfer car, but Troy Wagaman in. Puts it up in the fence. He's going to get it out of the way and keep everybody green. White flag in the air. It's Williams, Roberts, Hannigan, and Job right now. But Quinn trying to make the battle in. Slide job up the hill. Not going to make it stick. Ernie Williams going to come off turn number 4 this time. He's going to catch the checkered flag, win the B main, bring Chris Roberts, Mason Hannigan, and Anthony Job back around. Quinn at the line. Keep Job in the field. Everybody else done for session 1. Great finish for those 2 guys. That sets our 24-car field. They're going to get a 2-minute warm-up session here. We're going to let you know who makes it all possible. Wicked Cushion. Drop by the website, guys. All kinds of gadgets. They've even got some new stuff coming out pretty quick there, so keep your eyes on the website. Wicked Cushion making it possible for the Dirty Old Bastards to put great racing on the Dirt Racing Network for you to come and enjoy. Hats, T-shirts. They got dustless glasses, earplugs. If you go to the Real Track, they got stuff for you. You watch the sim racing. There's a lot of guys they support. They got T-shirts for them. All kinds of different paraphernalia over there. Drop by, use the code DLBRL for a 10% discount. If you get your orders in by midnight on race night, your shipping is always free. It's wickedcushion.com. Appreciate everybody staying tuned in. This is, we're getting ready to do the feature in the first session for DOB, which is the middle of the triple header on Thursday nights. Likes and shares, guys. Share us on your page, share us on your wall, share us to other groups. If you know somebody who likes racing, share it to them. Let them know we're here. 5 nights a week, we're bringing 9 different events. Sunday through Thursday. Triple header winding up the week on Thursday nights. We've got about 20 seconds until we get ready to set the grid out. Put 35 laps on the board and put the feature race on the track for you. And as always on the Dirt Racing Network, your starting lineup is brought to you by the Ford Entertainment Group, custom PC sales and simulation hardware. Drop by to see Jeff and everyone over there at facebook.com/Ford Entertainment Group or on the YouTube page at youtube.com/Ford Entertainment Group, FEG. And if you make a purchase, use the promo code DRN10 and you'll get $10 in iRacing credits when you make that purchase. Jeff does all kinds of random specials and stuff, so drop by that page if you're looking for some PC stuff. He will get you hooked up. I know when Mr. Mike Peterson broadcast, his machine that he works on is a Ford Entertainment Group machine, and it does a fine job. Oh boy, will you look at that. On the pole for the feature race, the 41 car of Chase Cabre to his outside. Cole Newhoffen in the 008. Row 2 on the inside. Adam Elby in the 75. Justin Thomas in the 9 on his outside. Row 3 inside, the 00. Kendall Tucker, and on his outside, the high side hustler. That's Braden Eiler in the 005. Row 4 inside, the 329. Dylan Hauser, and on his outside, the Hulk. David Holloman in the 49. Row 5 inside, James Eden, the 211. On his outside, Mike Keegan in the 92. In row 6 on the inside, Jeremy Zarfos, the 51, with Billy Rowley, the 84 on the outside. Row 7, the 16 car, Alex Bergeron inside, the 080 of Vinny Sansone on the outside. And in row number 8, the inside, occupied by the 47 car of Stephen Hill with Thomas Garrett in the 38 on the outside. Row 9 sees the 31 of Tyson Landis inside, and on his outside, the 311 of Alex Smolders. And in row 10, Rusty Kruger occupies the inside spot in the 11 car with Ricky Sanders in the 046 to his outside. Coming from the B main on the inside of row number 11, Ernie Williams in the 91 with Chris Roberts to Catfish on his outside in the 93, and on the back row on the inside, Mason Hannigan, the 022, excuse me, and on his outside, the 001 of Anthony Job. 24 cars for 35 laps. Cabre and Newhoffen on the front row. Feature race, session 1, Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series. Don't forget, guys, second session, about 10 or so minutes right after this one. We'll interview the top 3. Move right into the next session. Appreciate everybody being here. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one. These guys are getting ready to go green right here for 35 laps. Green flag in the air. Cabre with a good start. Oh, cars backwards. That is Newhoffen, and he's collecting drivers. Looks like Eiler was in it. Oh, I'm not even going to venture to say who else. Garriott, I'm pretty sure, was in that. We'll see what happened. He got out of shape from the start, got inside, hit Elby, and that just kind of moved him around, and then he becomes a pinball after that. So we'll see who's still standing in this one. Once everybody kind of gets lined up here, they'll go to a single file restart. Cabre, Elby, Tucker, Hauser, Thomas, Edens, Heileman, Keegan, Zarfos, and Bergeron are top 10. We're going to move our white flag a lap out to lap 38 now. These guys are going to get
38.
lined up single file. They'll go back to green. You see the lights off on the pace truck. He's going to make the hard left. These guys going to go green here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Single file on the restart. Coming at us into turn number 1. Tucker straight to the bottom, and he sticks the car down there. Hangs on to the third spot right in front of Hauser. A little close to the tire barrier right there at the entry to pit road. Had to make an evasive maneuver, but he's going to hang on to the spot. Meanwhile, at the front, Cabre, half a second over Elby. 3 wide behind him. Thomas was on the high side. Edens was in the middle. Bergeron on the bottom. Now Heileman backs out of that group. Doesn't want to be in the Hornets' nest this early. These guys starting to single file it out. Put Thomas into 5th, Eden 6th, Bergeron 7th. Oh, Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas just went for a ride, and that car left the track, and it looks like we're going to stay green. He took that car up over the turn 4 wall and out into the parking lot. And they didn't even throw the yellow flag. He got out of here so quick. Still Cabré out in front of Elby. Tucker in 3rd. Hauser 4th. And Bergeron in the 5th spot. Right now that battle. Tucker and Dylan Hauser working on each other. Been working on each other for a couple of laps here. Still Cabré a little over 0.6 of a second. Elby hanging on to 2nd. Now Tucker has the advantage over Hauser. Hauser, big drive into turn 1. Takes it in through the middle. Bergeron tried to fly in on the bottom. Had to back it down because Hauser had the run. He takes over the 3rd spot. Move Tucker back to 4th. Bergeron in the 5th spot right there. James Eden's the 211 car around the high side working on David Heileman. Just didn't have the drive off the exit. He let Jeremy Zarfos get around him as well when he was gathering that car back in. Coming down off the cushion. Still 26 laps to go. 4 cars officially retired and caution out again. That might be Chris Roberts' car, and it is. Go see what happened to the Catfish here. Looks pretty good through 3 and 4. Stephen Hill to the outside, slides it up. Those two made a little bit of contact. Oh, Roberts' car into the barrier. Flips on its side, lands back on its wheels, and he's going to drive it away. Just don't know if that car is broken. Looks like it's dog tracking a little bit. So the Catfish looks like he's probably done. Second caution going to move the white flag to lap number 41. Let the cars cycle through the start-finish line. Get them in their official order here. Cabré, Elby, Hauser, Tucker, Bergeron, Heileman, Zarfos, Keegan, Landis, and Smolders. The top 10. I saw Ernie Williams' car up in there in about 5th or 6th, and now he has dropped way back in the field. He's falling back to 14th right in front of Ricky Sanders, Mason Hannigan, Stephen Hill. James Eden's car coming off of pit road out of the work area. Don't know what happened to him. But 18 cars still in the race on the track. Everyone else is finished, so attrition rate starting to take its toll. Yeah, sometimes you get the bear and sometimes the bear gets you, Thomas. All right, these guys are going to go green this time. 25 laps to go. Feature race session number 1. Dirty Old Bastards Rookie Christian Ford 10 Outlaw Series back underway. Once again, Cabré with a pretty good jump. You see Tucker down on the bottom, the 00 car. Now Bergeron, a rocket ship past him. Come off behind him and flew past down the inside of the backstretch. Move Bergeron into a battle for 3rd. There were 3 wide in turns 1 and 2 for just a second. But Elby gets away with it. Now Bergeron, man, that car's got drive off the bottom. He is coming forward off the bottom, and he is doing it in a hurry. Bergeron challenging for the lead, and if he gets drive off turn number 2, he's probably going to have it down the backstretch right here. Just closes the gap. It's like he's got 50 or 100 more horsepower in that car than anybody else out there. And when he comes off the bottom like that, that car just launches. And he's going forward while everybody else is sitting still. Still closed the gap, had to throttle and pedal it just a touch right there. Now Cabré on the bottom. Elby was waiting for that, and Elby goes to the top and lets the big dog eat. Move the 75 machine to the front. Adam Elby on the point. Chase Cabre comes out in second. Alex Bergeron third. Now the Hulk, David Heilemann, stalking right back here in the fourth position. And behind him, a gaggle of cars, including Hauser, Zarfos, Tucker, and Landis. All working the bottom, but Adam Elby waited for those guys to go to the bottom and work on each other. And he took the 75 car to the top and took the lead with authority. Not sure what happened there. I see Billy Rowley's car getting away a little slow. Looks like Ian Williams might have had a touch, a contact, and then off turn two, he's right there in front of Sanders. Pinches Sanders down into the fence. Sanders spins it around. That car probably going to be able to keep going. And he is under power and up at the back of the field. Well, Chris, you guys need to get it then if you ain't got it. All right, Elby, Cabre, Bergeron, Heilemann, Hauser, Tucker, Zarfos, Landis, Smolders, and Keegan are top 10. Well, at 44, you hear race control in my ear. I just saw a car come out onto the track. Ricky Sanders went into the work area. Now he is joining the back of the field. 19 laps to go. When we get the green, Elby, Cabre, and Bergeron still out in front of this one.
Green flag, green flag.
Back in the air. They'll be about 4 car lengths when they got to turn number 1. You see Bergeron back to the bottom and the launch off the corner. Able to get into the second spot right there for the time being now. On the high side, Cabre trying to fight back. We'll see what happens down the backstretch this time. Cabre going to have to be pretty far ahead of him for him not to lose the spot. And he's not there, so move Chase Cabre back to the 3rd position. Still Heilemann in 4th and Hauser in the 5th spot. But Adam Elby around the top side, making it look easy. But I think it's a matter of time before Bergeron closes the gap coming up off the bottom like that. That car just so quick off the bottom. Bergeron's car, just a ton of launch when he comes off the corner. Riding along here with him. The front stretch pretty much blown out. Now he's going to go to the top side. Elby's able to hang on. Take a look out the left rear of that car. He goes back to the bottom. Cabre's working the top side. That car up to song down the backstretch, and he just keeps going to the bottom and finding that grip down there. Now he's doing it on the front stretch. Oh, taking it in, and he bumps the inside fence right there. Kind of a ride from up above the driver right here off turn number 4. Cabre around him on the high side. That slip on the front stretch did not help him a bit. Now Bergeron going to be in the clutches of Dylan Hauser. It's a good 7/10 of a second back, but if he keeps making mistakes like he's been making, it won't be long. And Hauser will be there. Going to be 10 to go this time off turn number 4. Adam Elby 1 second in front of Chase Cabre. Cabre 6/10 of a second over Bergeron. Dropping back about another 8/10 of a second to Hauser. David Heilman's car off track. He was running in the 4th spot at the last restart. He's taking the car into the infield. Not going to finish this one. So Smolders, Hauser battle him. Smolders' car, he must have took himself off the track and advanced him through, because it's Hauser, Tucker, Alandis, and Keegan right now. Not much going on right there. Battle back here in the middle of all this, and you saw Landis. He got into Sansone, and Sansone's car coming down off the berm. Going to be able to at least run around, but I think that car very broken. He'll be lucky if he can get it into the pits. We'll watch him here. Make sure that it doesn't bring out a caution. He's going to take it around again. Now the battle at the front starting to heat up. 6 laps to go this time by. And Cabrera starting to work every line, trying to find the advantage. You saw Edens get up on top of the cushion. It slowed the car way down. Bergeron now with another burst of speed off the bottom, and he is going to get into the 2nd spot, using all that tacky stuff down at the very bottom of the track. Oh, Cabrera's car up over the wall, and he is out of the stadium. Move Bergeron to 2nd. Dylan Hauser into 3rd. Kendall Tucker now in 4th. Adam Elby, 5 laps to go when he went under the flag stand that time. He's out in front of this one, and Cabrera's car still sitting out of the way and up on top the berm in turns 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Bergeron slowly but surely getting there. And the launch down the backstretch makes it even into turns 3 and 4 now. Going to work the lap traffic. Got around the 022 car. Mason Hannigan right there. Bergeron has the lead. New leader, 16th car, Alex Bergeron. Adam Elby in 2nd. Dylan Hauser running in the 3rd spot. White flag in the air. One more time around, they'll race this one out. Looks like Alex Bergeron gonna pick up the win in session number 1. Checker flag off turn number 4. Give it to Bergeron. Elby is 2nd. Dylan Hauser in 3rd. Remind these guys how to park, please. Tucker, Keegan, Low Hill, Landis, Zarfos, and Sanders, your top 10. Top 3 gonna bring it around on the front stretch for us.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
So we may or may not get interviews in with these guys. So I'm not really sure what they're even doing out there. We were in the wrong room the whole time, Jeff. I just figured it out. Waiting on Mr. Bergeron to show up. Waiting to see if Mr. Hauser makes it in. Dylan Hauser, you got a copy?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, you hear me?
I can get you now. All right, man, you come home 3rd. Tell us about that run tonight.
Yeah, a pretty good car. I didn't find the middle line till it was too late.
All right,
Those
man.
guys were up on the
Like
cushion,
to back
running
on the
pretty
pace
good,
car.
and
We're
I
not
just missed it. I didn't kind of know what line to run early on. I was testing stuff and allowed them to pull away from me, but they had speed at the end. We're not there close enough to make anything happen. Good job to LB. Put up a good race. Case flipped it, I guess, but we'll take it. any way we can get it.
All right, man. It looked like track got pretty slick. Was a little bit of grip on the straightaways on the bottom, but there really wasn't much else, and the top side looked like it was going away pretty fast. So looked like everybody was just kind of fighting to find grip. Is just getting it where you could find it?
Yeah, I tried to run the top, man, and it's treacherous, so I just stayed low and tried to look hard around the bottom and just try to keep the car straight as possible.
All right, man. Well, give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2.
I'd like to thank TTL Esports, SimWorks, TNH Design, all the guys at TTL. They're a big help, and hopefully we're up here more often.
All right, man. Congratulations on the third. Thanks for talking to us. Look forward to talking to you again in the future. Okay, that was third place. Dylan Hauser. Let's see if we can find Mr. Elby here for a second.
Well, very much.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, sorry about that.
We may grab you at any time, right mid-sentence or not. That's just how we work around here, buddy. All right, man. Well, look like the track kind of came to you a little bit there towards the end. You worked your way around the high side, got the lead, and then at the end, I don't know, that 12 car just a little strong on the bottom. Talk to us about the race and how you ended up second there, bud.
Yeah, that's definitely a heartbreaker. You know, it was a very, very tough and rough track up on the top. I felt like that's where we were best, so that's kind of why I stayed up there. I thought I had a big enough lead to keep Bergeron behind me, but when he figures it out, he's coming and he's coming quick. So I didn't really have much time to do anything, and so I just kind of stayed up there hoping to be able to hold him off. And whenever he got within range, it's so hard to beat that kid. I call him the Christopher Bell of iRacing. Like Bell used to be on our
just
factory.
Finds a way.
Yep, he drives the car so hard but so perfect, and never makes any mistakes. So good win to him. Second place, definitely nothing to hang our heads about. Track was fun. Obviously 2 lanes, really good. Definitely very slick. Quite a handful. That's how we like him. So it was definitely a good time.
All right, man. Well, I am not getting paint on your car, so you're going to have to tell us about all the sponsors and give your shout-outs, and we'll let you get ready for session 2.
Yeah, I got to thank my guys over at Swindell Speed Labs. We've been trying to work hard and, be good. And I think a lot of that is showing. I know Chase had a fortunate mishap at the end, but, ended up with a pretty cool spectator spot. I was sitting on the outside of the track. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
Yeah, we caught him leaving the stadium.
Yeah, so I gotta thank those guys and Bell Helmets for coming on board and supporting us and helping us out, and gotta thank DOB and Dirt Racing Network for putting all this on. I always love going and watching it first thing in the morning when I wake up. Give me some time to think about what happened and kind of reflect on maybe how we can that 12 car one of these days. Gotta thank all the fans for watching also. Definitely pretty cool that we are starting to get a following in esports, and can't wait for it to get bigger.
All right. Thanks for talking with us, Adam. Look forward to seeing you in session number 2.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Your second place finisher, Adam Elby. Let's get him up here. Let's grab Alex Bergeron, see if he's around. Alex, you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you do it again. I don't know where you find all that speed on the bottom, but you work the bottom to perfection. You come home with the win. Talk to us about the race and how you ended up on top of the podium tonight, bud.
It's pretty much patience. I ran the bottom and was fast at first. Then it kind of went away. Decided to get up top and try the top, but couldn't work out pretty good for us. So decided to stay on the bottom and hope for the best. And the bottom came back in, and I could reach these guys and be able to pass them for the lead there at the end on the last 2 laps. So it's quite special. I didn't think I was going to get it, but, patience is key for sure.
All right, that was a great run. Congratulations on the win. You got sponsors and shout-outs, and we'll let you get ready for session 2.
Thanks to all my partners, as always, Newbie.com, the sign shop at Kinney's, BK Designs for the iRacing paints, Myra Inc., Max McLaughlin Racing, you guys for broadcasting, everybody for watching, my girlfriend for supporting me as always. And thanks Team ABR, Jason Nygaard. It was a good race for sure for us, and hopefully next week or the next race we will do as good.
All right, thanks for talking to us, Alex. Look forward to seeing you in session number 2.
Thank you, Roger.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Bergeron wins it. LB comes home second. Hauser was third. Session number 1 in the books. We're going to get ready for session number 2 here, guys. Give us about 10 minutes. We'll be right back with you. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Come right back. Bring your friends with you, and we will talk to you shortly.